So, something I've been keeping from you guys. Let's cut straight to the point today. We're moving. I haven't even decided what I'm going to title this video, but I'm guessing that you've seen that. Yeah, we are moving. How to tell this story. So you guys know my husband is from France. Born and raised there. All of his family still lives there. And when we were dating and getting engaged, the conversation was always, one day we'll go live there with our family. So the last two times we went, we just kind of really felt like it was time to start thinking a little bit more about it. So the second to last time we went was right after Noah was born, when Gabriel was on paternity leave, and we were able to spend almost a whole month there. And even though the whole time since we've been married, we've been saying 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years, that was the first time when we were like, okay, let's step into that timeline. And that felt really good. Okay, so then fast forward to December 2021, we went for Christmas. And even though the trip itself was a little more stressful than usual, we also, again, just felt really good about it. We actually ended up spending a couple of days in southern France with Gabriel's brother. And as we were driving from the Geneva area down to southern France, we just kind of kept doing that simultaneous nod thing that a couple does when you're in sync, and just, southern France feels good. Okay. So we'd kind of settled on southern France as where we wanted to go when we went. Again, fast forward a couple of months, and a friend contacted Gabriel about kind of a pie in the sky job opportunity. And it was a really cool position. So Gabriel started talking about, what that would mean for us. And we were both just like, yeah, even though that would mean moving now, like we could do that. That didn't pan out, but we still kind of had it in the back of our minds. Like, I think we're ready to move sooner than we thought. Like we could do that. And then as prices just went crazy last spring, we started talking about what money we could make off of our house, and then not just what that money would mean for us, because money in and of itself is not of value to us, but freedom. What freedom would that money afford to us? What would we do if we had this huge nest egg? And as we kept talking about it, we just felt unsettled. We kept thinking, well, maybe we'll move in a couple of years. Even if the house value drops a little bit from the crazy peaks, we'll still make a lot. But it just didn't feel right to think about moving like in 2 years. And so we decided to move. And we decided to move in May 2023. This was April 2022. So summer starts rolling on, and as we're continuing, a couple of things happened that just made us reconsider that timeline. Ultimately, all of these things combined to just really get us to question our timeline. We were trying to make a decision, and my parents are real estate agents and have been my whole life. So as we're talking with them about when do we move, when do we sell the house, their big thing was, well, the market does go down over the holidays. So in our head, it kind of made sense to sell in September, or to wait and to sell until March. And that had been our initial timeline, sell in March and move in May. And then as interest rates have gone crazy and the Fed is talking about hiking the rate again, so we just kept sitting on it. We just kept thinking, we know we're gonna move. What if we just shift that timeline? So all that to say, that's why I haven't been around the past couple of weeks here on the channel, on my Instagram, because we, about September 2nd, just sat down and threw ourselves into it. We made a whole spreadsheet, because we are both pretty type A like that, of all the little fixes and tweaks, all those little projects that you have around the house, including finishing some big ones, all those kinds of things that we needed to do, just like working on buttoning everything up and getting the house listed. And so today they came and they took photos of the house, and I wrote up the description, and my parents are going to list it for us tomorrow. And we're doing an open house this weekend. And it's crazy because when we were in France and we were considering moving here, we were still talking about another 2 to 3 years, a little, more, 3 to 4 years even, more time. And that's just not what feels right in our hearts. And even though we have so many more questions than we have answers at this point, we don't know what we're going to be doing for a job. We don't know exactly where we're going to be living. We don't know how long we'll be in flux. We don't know how quickly we'll be able to buy versus if we'll need to rent. We don't know exactly even when we're moving. So there are lots of question marks, a lot of question marks, and very few answers, but we do feel at peace with it. And I think it's because we're doing something that we had always talked about doing, always dreamt about doing, always wanted to do. We wanted to be in France and be there and experience that. And now we're having the opportunity to live that adventure with our children. It gives us the ability to be with family and to serve them and help out with things a little bit more over there where the need is feeling like it's greater right now. Yes, it's sad to part with our house that we've put so much work into and love into, but we'll save those thoughts for another video. This video is really just about, wow, okay, we're doing this thing. And the next couple of videos and things will be focusing more on change and letting go of things because we're going to sell like almost all of our stuff. There's a quote by W.H. Murray, and it's one of my favorites. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then Providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no man could have dreamt would have come his way. Whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. So we're at the beginning. We're at the beginning of, let's be honest, like this months-long process. It's going to take time to wrap up our life here. I don't know how much longer we'll be in this house versus in an Airbnb or some other situation. I don't know once we get to the other side how long we'll be in an Airbnb or rental, how quickly we'll be in southern France. We're going to begin. And that's where we're at with things. And it's utter madness. But amongst all that madness, I do definitely feel peace. And I feel like we're doing the right thing and we're living the life that we want, even though it can be scary to go out on a limb and live the life you truly want sometimes. And that's definitely the space that I think walking into. I think I've been too busy the past couple of weeks to really face that fear. And now it's hitting me. But faith marches us on, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to figure this out together. I'm going to document the whole thing for you. So welcome to the journey, I guess. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching all of that. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should. I will throw up a question box over there. Although, as we already established, I probably have more questions myself than answers. I'll do an upcoming video with questions that you might have on our move and see if I can't answer some for you and for myself. But thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you can follow along on this crazy journey and adventure we're about to embark on. And if you need a little bit of push to commit to a big decision in your life, I hope that W.H. Murray quote inspired you as well, and that you will begin today and see what help meets you along the way. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.